Welcome back, everybody. Continuing to work on Christmas gifts. One of my nephews started playing guitar and bass a little bit, so he's going to get a stand. So this was my first prototype, made out of cardboard and some tape, and it's kind of too tall, too big, too bulky. The back was too steep, too leaning back too far, and this dip wasn't big enough to hold an electric. So this was my second version, which works really well, and I made it out of foam board. And this actually, I mean, you could straight up use this. Like, I was sitting, every guitar I have sat on this, and it held it just fine, including my electric bass, which is the heaviest one I have. Every size acoustic I have fit in here. So you see there's this big dip right here that will hold an electric, but we also have a nice wide space here to hold an acoustic, and it's a good bit smaller than the previous one. You got a, like I said, bigger dip there. The front support is closer in, and a less steep angle there, and it works great. So I've copied this over to a piece of plywood now. I'm gonna cut that out and then use this to trace the second one, and then basically probably clean all the edges up and everything, put hinge on the back, some kind of straps to keep it from opening too far. I'll probably stain it or maybe paint it, and then that's basically it. Maybe we'll try to put some padding on here just to help keep from scuffing guitars up. But it should be a pretty simple build. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out with a jigsaw, trace the second one, and cut it out. All right, I got both pieces cut out. Went ahead and put hinges on. I was looking for a piano hinge, couldn't find it. It's okay. Pieces are pretty close to matching. So use a sander to clean up, like right here. I'm not gonna worry about trying to make these like perfectly match. All the parts that are actually gonna hold the guitar are really close to being the same. And I'm gonna try to put a little bit of rubber or something, some sort of padding on here. I haven't figured it out yet. But I am gonna go ahead and take the sander to this, knock down like that part, clean, just make all that smooth, clean that up. Just make everything smooth, kind of round the edges over a little bit. Probably paint it black. Try to find some kind of pads, rubber or something, foam or rubber pads to put along here, and then a strap to make sure it doesn't open too wide, and that's it. So I'll show you what it looks like as I get through making some more progress. So I just took the blowtorch to that and give it a little bit of a char instead of painting it or anything. I think that looks pretty cool. Fire is pretty metal, right? So I'm gonna put some weather stripping along this edge so we don't scuff up the guitar. It does have an adhesive back, but I feel like to give it the best chance possible to be more permanent, I'm gonna put some wood glue on this, right straight onto the plywood, and let it soak in just a little bit. Maybe give it just a little bit more wood glue and probably a few dots of super glue, at each end and at each corner and curve. Put a few dots of super glue, and then also use the self-adhesive on the back of there. I think that should stay pretty well. So I'm gonna put a scooter to the ends of that strap. Use a bead nail in. I'm gonna put these little grippy pads on the bottom. I haven't really seen you need it, but maybe if I was on a very slick floor, I'd be happy to have them. But that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna glue this on here, decide whether or not to put those pads on the bottom, wrap it up, and put it on the Christmas tree. All right, we got padding on there, that weather stripping. We did go ahead and put the feet on the bottom of the grill, and it works great. It's pretty solid. I can. You'd have to tip it pretty far. You'd pretty much have to be trying to knock it over. I guess a kid could run into it, but that would happen with any guitar stand. But works pretty well, as much as I can tell. So, hope you liked it. If you did, please leave a like, a comment, a share. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Come back and see what I do next. Thanks.